Now we're going to learn how to make a cursive D. We're going to start with the lowercase cursive D because yesterday we did a cursive A and they're very similar. If you remember, cursive A started at the top for a lowercase letter. It was on the dotted line and curved around. You went up and touched, traced back down, and then made your hook. Well, cursive D, as you can see, is very similar. You start at the same place as the cursive A, go around and make that fat curve, but this time you go right on past where you started all the way to the top line and then trace back down and make a hook. Once again, start where you do for a lowercase a, make your nice fat round part, go back up, but this time all the way to the top line, and then trace back down and make your hook. A lowercase d also looks a lot like a printed D, so that makes it easy. So you can watch me do that one more time, starting in the same way as I would for a lowercase a, going around, up all the way to the top, back down, and make my hook. Now the uppercase D is a little bit more difficult, but not that difficult. It's got some fancy curves that sometimes throw people off. But again, it's a letter that starts at the top, only this time the top line for a capital, and you go all the way down to the bottom line, and then you make a nice little curl, go back around, and a fat belly to the top, and then you make your hook. Let me show you without tracing. I'm starting at the top line, going to the bottom line. When I get there, I'm going to curve around like that. And then I'm going to go back down and make my fat belly touch the top and curve like that. I picked my pencil up, but you know that you never pick up your pencil when you're doing cursive. I forgot to tilt my paper. There we go. Starting at the top, down to the bottom, a curve around. Don't pick up your pencil ever in cursive till you're done with your word. Up to the top and give it a hat. This looks like a baseball hat. Reminds me a little bit of a baseball hat. So this is going to take a little more practice. You might want to practice this several times with your dry erase marker on your desk. Maybe even draw some lines for yourself to work within before you go to practice on the paper. But as usual, I would like you to trace all the ones on the paper and then do at least 5 more on your own on each line, and then the same thing with the lowercase d. You might want to start with the lowercase d first since that's the easier one.